Brad, what was your reaction? You obviously caught the rebound at the end there, but did you even see Russ kind of streaming in from the three-point line in the last play?
First praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Initially I didn't, but then I seen a red jersey just flying out of nowhere, and I just knew it had to be Russ. It couldn't be nobody else doing that. So that was definitely a heads-up play, smart play at the end of the game. Just keeping the ball alive and making a play for us. And I was able to come up with the rebound and dribble it out. It's a hell of a heads-up play by Russ.
And you've spoken about how important it is to carry momentum from the first half into the second half. Have a win like this, a physical win over kind of an upper-class team. What's that do for you guys going into the break here?
It's great, but we always still have that mindset. We still got a lot more work to do. We still haven't accomplished much. It was a great way to end our break, but the team that beat us before this, we got them the first game coming out. So we definitely still got that in the back of our head, and we got to make sure we're ready to go come next week.
Chase?
Brad, given how much turnovers were a problem for you guys in your last game, how important was it to only commit 9 of them tonight?
I just looked at that. What else? That's key for us, man. Whenever we're able to just take care of the ball, get a shot up every possession, we think that's what's best for us. Give ourselves an opportunity to put points on the board versus the other team. So, to see we only had 9 tonight, that's just a testament to us just moving the ball and sharing it, making the right play, being unselfish, and just having fun, man. That's really good to see. Whenever we're turning the ball over, not getting shots up, I think tonight we were a lot more active cutting, a lot more ball movement, player movement. I think a lot of times when we're stagnant, that's where a lot of our turnovers come in at. So it's good to be able to see us get back on track.
And I'm not sure if you saw because you were actually playing in the game, but you were drafted to the same All-Star team as Jason Tatum. I know you guys were kind of rooting for that. What's your reaction to being able to play with him?
I'm excited about it. We've never been on the same team before ever in life. I don't even think in pickup we've been on the same team. So it's definitely great to be able to share the same floor with him. I'm one of his biggest fans, and I'm proud of his growth and his maturity at a young age. And he's only 23 now. So, for him to be able to be on the stage he's at the time in his career is heartwarming for me. But I'm just happy that we're able to share the floor together as starters, making a name for ourselves, our city, and our families.
Fred?
Brad, I know you don't have to do it anymore, but you competed against Russ for 8 years before you were teammates. Normally, guards do not fly in for rebounds the way that he does. What's that like when you're matching up against a guy who has to do that, and you have to totally change the way that you even conceive of box outs against someone like that?
So that's another thing you have to be accountable with Russ for. He's not only a great slasher, mid-range shooter, but he's able to get 10 to 20 rebounds a night. He's going to go in there and get offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. He's just flying in there, uses his athleticism, and he does a great job of just reading where the ball is going to just fall off the hoop. So for him to make plays the way he does, it keeps teams off balance. A lot of teams like to get out and run in transition. So that kind of slows that down a little bit with the extra guy kind of crashing for us. I know we're not the biggest offensive rebounding team, but he does keep a lot of them alive for us. So whenever he crashes, we know that he's crashing with a purpose, and there are always effort and well-needed plays from us. So he's going to continue to do it, and we just got to make sure that we come up on the right end of it and execute on the ones he does.
Neil?
Hey, Brad, late in the second, you guys were down 16. And then between the end of the first and start of the second half, you guys went on a 21-2 run. What was the key in getting that done?
Defense, just getting stops. I think we did a better job of making guys uncomfortable. They were making a lot of threes from the early on game. And that second quarter was deadly. We gave up like 39 points, 40 points in that quarter versus 22 in the first. So I think that was just lackadaisical, not being in rotation, not communicating. We gave up a lot of open shots to, Pat Beal, to Kennard. Those guys got going. and that kind of hurt us a little bit. But it was good for us to be able to stop that in the second half.
Ben?
Hey, Brad. Obviously, there's a lot to process about everything that's happened the first half of the year for the team and for you individually. I'm just curious for yourself going into the All-Star break, when you think back at the first few months of the season, what stands out to you about this journey for you at this point?
Oh man, it's been a lot of growth. I mean, it's been a rocky year for sure. From camp starting the way it was, our season starting late, us having guys out from COVID early on. It was just a weird year, all around. But to be in the position we're in, I don't know what, a game and a half, game out of 8 now. I think I don't think anybody would have guessed that. Guessing the first 5-6 games we played in the year. So I think it's definitely a testament to our growth and our maturity as a team. To be able to learn from our mistakes early on, and then I think it's just coming together as a team, being healthy. It's not a lot of practice time. A lot of things we're learning on the fly. So I think we're just doing a good job of adjusting as best as we can and competing at a high level. So I guess I could say I'm happy with the way the first half is.
Last question to Christos.
Hello, Bradley. How, as the leader of this team, how proud do you feel about the resiliency and the effort in the second half of your team, and what it means about your potential?
Oh, I was super ecstatic about it. We've shown it not only tonight, but in the last about 10 games or so that we can be a resilient team. We can show that we can guard, defend, and be able to compete at a high level. We did that tonight. Again, tonight we gave up 39 points in the quarter. And, we stopped that in the second half tonight. But, in the second half of this season, the same mentality has to be had. Our schedule doesn't get any easier. We have 38 games, 7 to 8 back-to-backs, so it's going to be tough on us, but we gotta have the same mentality. Don't get tired of, doing good, of doing the right things, because, we'll get rewarded in the end. So it's just a matter of us staying the course, and like you said, Christoph, continue to be resilient.
And also, you mentioned after the winning streak of the last week that you feel different. How different do you feel that with wins like those caliber teams, like Clippers?
We feel great, obviously, because they're a championship caliber team. All the guys they have over there. Granted, Paul George was out tonight, but we did a good job of not worrying about any of that, controlling what we can control, and just coming out and playing hard. We didn't get off to we got off to a good start. Second quarter wasn't so good, but we finished the game. We closed it out. Early in the year we wouldn't have been able to do that, and our growth has been great. And whenever you're beating teams, who are this caliber, it's just an extra boost of confidence moving forward.
Thank you. All right, everybody, go right ahead. Raise your hand. Can you unmute? There you go. Chase?
Did you say me, Ketsia?
No, I was talking to Mo. He needed to unmute, but he's good to go now. Go right ahead.
Oh, okay.
I'm cursing now.
Mo, just what was your perspective on that final play where Russell Westbrook, obviously came out of nowhere to redirect the rebound?
That dude has don't tell him I said this, but he has the heart of a lion. I don't want to give him too much credit, but he is unbelievable. He's that's all I got to say. He's unbelievable, and I'm very privileged and happy to be his teammate.
How unexpected is that just a guard to make that play?
I mean, it's Russell Westbrook. In my opinion, one of the best rebounding guards in NBA history. So it's not really unexpected. It's a will play, honestly. And I mean, I told you what I think of it. I think it's unbelievable, and again, I'm extremely happy to be on the same side as him.
Neil,
Hey Mo, you were a game high plus 26 in the minutes you played today. What do you think brought the team success with you on the floor?
I was just told that. Honestly, man, it's like one of these things. Like, it sounds good when it's up high, but you would never ask me about it if it was bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I don't really try to. I look at it all the time, but for me, it's the plus minus. It's more like a long-term stat, and one game can be a little skewed, I think, sometimes. But man, I'm happy it's in the positive, honestly. I'm just trying to do my thing, talk as much as I can. I'm making a lot of mistakes. I know that, trying to get better, keep building trust in my defense, and maybe make a layup for once in a while too. Couldn't really do that today, but you know, get better defensively. It's kind of my main focus, and keep us going energy-wise. So if it works out, great. If not, somebody else is going to step up, and we're going to keep building.
Ava,
Mo, Scott mentioned a couple of mental adjustments you guys made at halftime, just kind of emptying your minds and not worrying about that much. What was said at halftime in the locker room? What did you guys want to come out and focus on?
I'm just going to act like I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to tell you. I don't really know what you were talking about. I forgot. So let's just act like I'm not going to tell you. I really don't know. I don't remember. Honestly, it's just, I think with us, it all starts with energy. I think that's the main thing. I think that's probably what we talked about. If we hit the other team first, I think we're in a good position. If we don't give up big quarters, 40-point quarters, I think we're in a good position to win the game, give us a chance. So we got to stay locked in and can't give up like easy ones, you know. But we'll get better and stay locked in on that.
And with the physicality that you guys talked about so much, the last time you played the Clippers, the physicality wasn't there the first time. Is that just a thing where you kind of have to decide, like, okay, I'm going to go and beat tougher out tonight? Is that an effort situation?
No, for sure. I think that's a main thing too with us. Like, we got to be physical. We got to be that team. And Coach Brooks' team's always been that way. I think that's one of his things too. Like, play hard all game. If you suck that day, you suck that day, but at least you played hard. That's kind of, at least that's how I think every day. I might look awful out there. At least I hit somebody, you know. So that's kind of got to be your mindset with this team. It's been working out if we're locked in all game, but we got to be more consistent. And I think we're starting to figure it out a little bit.
Maximilian.
Thank you for the opportunity. Helmo, in einer Woche ist es ein Jahr her, dass die NBA die Saison abgebrochen hat, letztes Jahr wegen Covid. Welche Erinnerungen hast du an den Tag und weißt du noch, wie du es erfahren hast und was deine ersten Gedanken da waren?
You have me switch English and German. It's great. No, I'm kidding. Ja, ich habe mit meinen Eltern darüber gequatscht. Letztens, weil meine Großeltern waren hier letztes Jahr und sind eine Woche vor Covid dann abgehauen. Und das war jetzt genau vor einem Jahr. Krass, wie schnell das Jahr dann doch vorbeigeht. Und wir viel mal lernen in so einem Jahr. Und glücklich, dass alle gesund sind in meiner Familie. Und ja, ich bin glücklich, dass ich ein cooles Apartment hier habe, wo ich so viele Leute unterbringen konnte für 3 Monate. Und hatte eigentlich eine ganz schöne Zeit mit meiner Familie in der Zeit.
Ja, ich meinte es auch mehr an den Tag selbst, also als die NBA die Entscheidung bekannt gegeben hat, also wie du dich quasi daran erinnerst, an deine Gedanken an diesen Tag, an diesen 1. März.
Ich war Sushi essen. Und bin noch einkaufen gegangen zu Safeway, weil ich dachte, vielleicht müssen wir wirklich Lockdown machen. Und dann aus Joke bin ich Klopapier einkaufen gegangen. Und dann ist tatsächlich passiert mit Rudy Gobert und all den Nachrichten. Und mein Handy ist explodiert natürlich. Und am Anfang war es so 4 Tage Quarantäne. Und dann 4 Monate später sitzen wir immer noch da. Also verrückter Tag, ich weiß noch ganz genau. War sehr gut Sushi Toro in DuPont Circle. Shoutout, weil Sushi essen ist sehr lecker. Und seitdem haben sie nie wieder aufgemacht.
Ja. Danke.
Kellen.
Sorry, I don't know how to speak German, so we'll have to switch back.
I was going to say, I'm sorry. I apologize for y'all not listening to that.
Yeah. So, you mentioned, you have fun or you enjoy playing with Russ. Like when you see him play with that much energy, that much intensity, like how does that impact your play and what have you learned from him?
I mean, yeah, he's been great for me, just as personal growth as a player. I was thinking this before the game today, man. He's one of these players. I had a point guard in college that did this to me too, but he has more trust in me than myself sometimes. So that's just that's unbelievable to me. He goes. What I respect about him, he's not perfect. He knows it, and he works so hard every day. He takes his job so serious. I don't know how he calms down after games because he's always on. When you see him after like half times, he like hypes himself up, and I'm like, Jesus, this guy doesn't stop. Like, so much respect for him. Obviously, been a huge fan growing up. Like, I watch Coach Brooks' teams all the time, and OKC when I was little. So to be on the court with Russ at the same time and him telling me to shoot the ball it's crazy, like it's obviously awesome. And again, I'm very grateful to be in this position and win some games with them together.
Thanks, Mo.
Last question to Matt Moderno.
Hey Mo, send you out on a light one here. I'm assuming you finished watching the OC by now. What do you got lined up for the All-Star break?
Now you told everybody. Honestly, I've been slipping on my TV shows. If anyone has recommendations, please tweet them at me. I don't. Yeah, I have a hard time committing to something new all the time. I kind of like the roles of the old show, so I kind of every time I finish a show, I'm kind of stuck with that and rewatch something safe. But man, All-Star break, honestly, try to force myself to get a mental break a little bit and spend some time, off basketball, and then come back and go to Memphis. And I think it's 38 games left. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And we want to make the playoffs, so that's kind of our focus. So do what you do to be able to do that. Yeah.
Thanks, man. Rest up.
I'll see you then.
Thank you.
Peace.
Chase?
Hey, Davis, just what was your vantage point and perspective on the final play there on the missed free throw with Russell?
Well, I was just trying to get as close as possible to the rim. I asked Russ after that, how the hell did he get to that rebound? But then I saw the clip after the game, and it made sense. He just went that way to the baseline. He got there quick, so it was a big play for sure.
Ava?
Davis, just what was the mood in the locker room? We're hearing, obviously, you guys are really happy with the win, but you're kind of not getting ahead of yourself, saying there's a lot of work left to be done.
Of course, it was great to get the win, not let it out of our hands at the end of the game, and just before the break, there's something good to think about going into the break and then coming back, just play off of that, and definitely another confidence booster, and I think we did a decent job defensively. They're one of the best offensive teams in the league, and that gave us a chance to win.
How many stitches did you need?
About 5.
And how are you going to spend your break coming up here?
Just stay here in DC, spend time with my family. Don't really want to travel, and great is going to be sunny for a few days, so I'm gonna enjoy a little bit of outdoor time with the family.
Thanks, Davis.
Christos?
Hello, Davis. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
How in the last 11 games you had 8 wins and just 3 losses? How important for you is about the second half of the season, and how important is to build on this momentum?
That's a simple answer. It's very important, but I think this is really showing that what we're doing the right things. We're coming together as a group, and we're helping each other on the court. We're not just playing for ourselves on both ends of the floor. We're playing as a team on both ends of the floor, and that's been the key. And building on it is the only way we're going to get to the playoffs.
Thank you very much.
And last question to Kellen.
Hey, Davis, you said that you saw the replay of Russell's rebound. Did you watch a replay of your alley-oop dunk?
I didn't get a chance to look at it.
What was that? I mean, what was that what you were trying to do? Like, were you two like, were you aware that you were going to kind of be a highlight?
It's hard to say. At that moment when I jumped, I don't know why I felt like, I don't know if I jumped high or not, but it just felt like it kind of slowed down a little bit. Once I turned my head, I was like, well, if I extend my arms, then I can just put it in the basket. So that's what it was. When I caught the ball, I looked at the rim, I was like right there. So that made more sense than anything else at that moment.
And when you, I think, well, I forget which game it was, but you missed the three and kind of like had like a dunk after that, and now you have this one. Are you aware when you have like these highlight like real moments that go viral? Are you aware of that? Like, do you watch it?
Well, if I see something, you scroll through Instagram, you see all these things. So I see it, but it's not really a surprise for me. I know I can do those things. I just don't do it very often. But I guess you gotta keep it to yourself sometimes. So it's more fun for everybody else when I finally do it.
Thanks, Thomas.
Thank you, Davis. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Appreciate that.